Hi, K-Stars. We've been talking a lot about the earth and a lot about what we can do to help protect it and a lot about what kinds of dangers there are to it. So, we learned about the great kapok tree and what happens when you cut down all the trees, how animals lose their homes, and we lose on oxygen. We also took a look at recycling and how much trash we produce, how much trash humans make, and how that can damage the earth and how it can eventually hurt us. So I've been thinking a lot about it, and sometimes like a tree got cut down outside of my house last year, and you think about it and you think, wow, it's just one tree. It's not a big deal, right? Or maybe you drop something on the ground by accident and you think, it was just a tissue, right? It's not really going to hurt the earth that much. So I thought I would read you this book today. It's called What If Everybody Did That? So the problem isn't really just one person doing something. It's the fact that we are a lot of people on this earth. So it's not just one person doing it, it's a lot of people doing it, and that can cause big damage. So this author, Ellen Javernick, she wrote about what if everybody did a lot of different kinds of things, and she drew pictures so you could see. It is a little bit silly, I will tell you that. So the illustrations are by Colleen M. Madden. She's the illustrator. When we went to the zoo, I fed just a little bit of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "What if everybody did that?" So here's the picture. It's just a little bit of popcorn, not such a big deal. But look at what if everybody did that. What's happening to those bears? I just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Check out that grocery store. Looks like people are crashing and children are yelling and things are falling over. The grocery store worker looks pretty frustrated. On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, "What if everybody did that?" Look at all that trash, all that litter that people are throwing out their windows, and look at who's affected by it. The animals. At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table glared at me over her glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?" How sad they are. Their cake's a mess. I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. As she shooed me into the bathroom, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Check out this family portrait. See how dirty everybody is? During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait till the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, "What if everybody did that?" This one I can relate to. So check out these kids. "I gotta go potty. Why can't we read one of those other books? I've already heard this one. My mom said that recycling is a very good thing, and we in my house and I once..." "I'm so hungry. How much do you weigh? I can touch my toes, see?" We talk about this. If everybody's yelling out, nobody can hear the story, right? While we sat in the car waiting for Dad, I honked the horn. I just honked a few times, but Mr. Thompson came to his door. He shook his head and said, "What if everybody did that?" Beep, beep, honk, honk, beep, beep, honk, beep, honk. At the swimming pool, I just splashed a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and said, "What if everybody did that?" Check out that pool. There's hardly any water left in it. On the bus, I just stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview mirror and said, "What if everybody did that?" So check out, if everybody gets up on the bus and goes to one side, look what's happening. The firefighters are saying, "Sit down." Just once, I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Miss Sanders made me pick it up and said, "What if everybody did that?" So you guys might be able to relate to this in your house, maybe in your bedroom or your front hall. You might think, "Oh, well, it was just me who didn't hang up my coat or put away my clothes." And if your whole family did that, think about how messy your house would be. At recess, I threw just one snowball at Sammy. Mr. Walters saw me. When he sent me to stand by the wall, he said, "What if everybody did that?" So it looks like people were not so into the snowball fight. Not everybody wanted to play. When we went out for dinner, I just shot one straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our orders and looked straight at me. She said, "What if everybody did that?" Check out that restaurant. Those straws are flying everywhere. When I came home, I gave my mom a big hug. What if everybody did that? Everybody should. So it's just something to think about, you guys. So it goes both ways. If everybody does just one little thing that is helpful, like putting your trash in the garbage or composting, right? Throwing your food scraps into the compost or recycling. If everybody does just a little bit, it helps a lot. But if everybody does a little bit in the other direction, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot, right? So if everybody litters or feeds the animals foods they're not supposed to be fed. So something to think about. I hope you enjoyed this story.